Hey there, welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to build your messaging for your YouTube ads. Now, this is not specifically like what I'm going to be showing you is kind of like a sales letter formula for selling your product. And this can work pretty much anywhere you sell it, right? If you want to sell this on Facebook ads, you can do that too. But my point here is to just show you how to actually develop a message and sell a product online and kind of how to tie that message into your ads, into your emails, into your opt-in page, into your bridge page, right? Because really the number one secret with marketing is to make everything very congruent with each other, right? So for example, your video ads should kind of be similar to what your bridge video says. And your video ad should also be kind of similar to what your opt-in page says. And your ads you're putting on YouTube, your video ads should be similar to what your emails are saying, right? Because people who are coming from the front end, right, the very front door is the ads, the video ads. Well, if they're going into your sales funnel, right, you originally know that they want to hear more about whatever you talked about on your video ads. So you want everything else to be very similar. So you almost have to work backwards in this way. So if you haven't developed your messaging yet for your product, like I said, I want to read you an example. Now, if you're promoting Builderall, we kind of already have a messaging that we made in around section 2 or 3 where we talked about this bridge video script. And this is kind of a shortened version of what we're going to talk about today. Now, again, this is a good messaging. You can kind of change this up however you want. But this is a good messaging to start with. So what I would do for this lesson and kind of your assignment for this, turn this into this sales letter formula, okay? So again, I'm going to be walking you through step by step. This is a different example. Again, if you're promoting a different product or you want to promote Builderall in a different angle, right? Maybe you just want to sell Builderall to affiliates online, or there's all kinds of different angles you can promote Builderall in. So the point is to apply the concept, apply the steps to whatever product, whatever angle you're promoting your product in, all right? So anyways, I'm going to read this off. So the first step of this, the first step of any sales letter, really anything, is to catch their attention, right? So this is very true for your ad. So your ad should start off with catching their attention. So for example, if we're selling a YouTube ads course or YouTube ads ebook or a little blueprint, right? Maybe it's a lower ticket offer. This is what we would say. Here's why most Facebook advertisers fail with YouTube ads. Okay, and then we go to step 2, right? So again, you want to apply this to your product. How do you catch their attention, right? So maybe if you're promoting Builderall, it would be 3 reasons why I quit ClickFunnels, right? And you're targeting people on ClickFunnels. So that is how you catch their attention. That's the first step of your ad. Okay, and then again, this is the same thing. Like on your bridge video, you would say step 1 as well, because you want it to be congruent. This is always the first step for really anything, even your emails, right? Step 2 we have here is this is where you want to state the problem and really why it's a big deal. So again, if you're following this bridge video script, we started with the initial problem, right? They're sick of paying for 8 different softwares with all these passwords. And lastly, you want reliable tools that are fast and easy to use, right? That's kind of the problem people have. They're overpaying for digital marketing tools. Now, this is where we kind of go more in depth with the sales letter, like I said. So we want to state the problem and why it's a big deal. So for this example, if you're selling a YouTube ads course, say, this is the experience I had as a Facebook advertiser when trying to move to YouTube ads. I set up the ads that worked on Facebook and waited for the cash to start flowing in, but after a few days and a few $100, I saw the money going out, but not the money I expected to see coming in. So I start to panic. I think to myself, this funnel is working on Facebook. Why is it not working here? Should I change my ad or my targeting? Should I just leave it alone for a few more days? So I wait a few more days and a few $100 more, but the results don't change. And that's when I was faced into it with a big decision. Right? So you notice how we're kind of stating why it's a big deal. We're getting all these questions in our head, right? So if you can really, you want to know your customer, right? What questions are they having in your head? And notice how we're kind of telling a story, right? We're not just saying, oh, my YouTube ads course, it made him $100 a day, this, blah, 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 right? we're telling a story. We're making it more interesting. And if you don't know, stories sell, right? Just look at Netflix and look at all the movies who've made billions of dollars. They're all telling stories, right? They're using a similar formula, actually. So anyways, this is where we kind of go into step 3, right? The choice they're forced into. So this is where we can, like I said, I left off. This is when I was faced with the big decision. Throw in the flag and say YouTube ads just don't work, or keep throwing my money into a black hole hoping one day I'll crack the YouTube code. Throwing in the flag leaves me with the same one-legged acquisition strategy, and we all know the worst number in business is 1. But throwing my money into a black hole isn't great either. I knew YouTube ads holds a promise with 1.9 million active users and an unlimited inventory supply, but how much time and money can I try to spend figuring it out, right? So again, we're trying to relate with them, right? So ideally, who's ever reading this is going through this exact situation, right? This is why in the last lesson we talked about the stages of awareness, so we can really see where the people, where they are on their journey, right? So let's go into step 4, and this is where we go into the motions of feeling concerned. So this is where you kind of say, I'm not a quitter, so the thought of abandoning so quickly made me sick to my stomach, but I need to find ways to keep growing my business. The ad prices on Facebook kept going up, and soon my margins will be whittled down to nothing. I've always heard of other people who had success on YouTube, but I just couldn't seem to figure it out. Is it my videos or my funnel? Again, we're getting those questions into them. Anyways, that's when I realized I need to stop thinking that way. If I've got a message that works on Facebook, I can make it work on YouTube. The problem isn't me, it's the fact that I didn't understand the difference between Facebook and YouTube. I just needed someone who has successfully moved funnels from Facebook to YouTube to show me the way. And that's exactly why I went through so-and-so's free training, so-and-so's webinar, so-and-so's low-ticket course, right? And this is where you kind of talk about the course or the training, whatever product you're promoting, how it helped you, right? And step 5, this is where we're introducing the solution. Now, super important here, right? This is where most ads will end, okay? This is where you give your call to action. You told the story, so now you're saying, and that's exactly why I went through Affiliate Company's free training, webinar, or whatever, right? And you say, after that, you say, if you want to learn exactly about this free training that I went through, go ahead and click the link, and it's going to show you how to take your ads on Facebook and move it over profitably on YouTube. Click the link below and I'll see you in, right? And this is where you take them to your opt-in page and the ad ends, right? So notice how we kind of took them through those 4 steps, the ad ends, and now the opt-in page is going to say, it's going to introduce the marketing software. It's going to introduce the free training, right? And that's where we introduce the solution, right? That's the solution, the product we're promoting. And this is where we kind of talk about the solution on our bridge page. So just to reiterate on our bridge video script I have here, the first one was, we kind of want to just be congruent. So we kind of want to say the same thing quickly over what we said on our ad, right? So just not as in depth. Right, and then this is where we kind of go into the solution here, right? We talk about Builderall, we talk about the solution, how it's helping people, how it helped yourself out, and how they can get started, and then maybe give some bonuses as well if they sign up for a $1 trial, right? So anyways, that's kind of how we angle our ads, right? We get them into the first 4 steps to hook them in, and then step 5 is where they go to the opt-in page, and then we introduce the solution on, like I said, on our opt-in page. So anyways, those are kind of the crucial steps you need to know for your ads. Again, like I could put multiple different angles on this. So instead of saying, here's why most Facebook advertisers fail with YouTube ads, I could say, here's why most beginners fail with YouTube ads, right? So I can just change up the angles, and now I could target, instead of people saying how to transfer Facebook ads to YouTube ads, now we're targeting people who are just typing in YouTube ads tutorial, how to do YouTube ads, right? So we're angling a little bit differently, and again, it all goes back to the same solution, right? Introduce the solution. It all goes back. So really the first 4 steps, like this is kind of what you're doing in your ad, right? You're making different versions of this, right? Different angles to get them into your main solution, Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, this is super powerful because, like I said, you can apply this not only for one product to multiple different angles, but if you want to do this for really any product you can, right? This is a working sales letter formula. This is used by top marketers out there, and this wasn't just quickly developed by me. This has been around for literally years, decades. There's actually a whole book on this called Sales Letter Formula, and if you look closely at really anyone who's selling a product online, they'll follow a similar formula, right? They're catching your attention. They're stating the problem. They're, kind of saying, if you ever seen, I'm sure you've seen ads all the time or sales letters that saying you have 2 options, you have 3 options, right? The reason so many people do that is because it works, right? It tells a story, it gets us hooked in, it gets us to watch, and it gets a certain percentage to buy something, and that's where you make money. So anyways, guys, that is how you build your messaging for your YouTube ads. Super powerful. I will share this Google Doc below where you can download this. And again, I want you to change it up for whatever product you're promoting, or if it's Builderall, right? Kind of play into this bridge video script, play into these 10 steps, or these 4 steps mainly. And or if you're using a different angle of promoting Builderall, again, just apply it to here, right? How are you going to catch their attention? Maybe you're marketing to just dentists on Builderall, right? Or just dentists who want to take their business online, right? You say something like, here's why most dentists fail to go online, or here's a beginner guide for dentists to get started with digital marketing. And then you kind of go into the problem, why most dentists fail with getting online, or why most dentists fail with digital marketing. And you kind of go into the whole formula from there. So anyways, guys, again, hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one.